What's up, everybody? It's Andy here with 3-Point Turn. Welcome to my channel and thank you for supporting me and spending your time with me. So, today's episode is going to be another Tesla comparison. If you know, last week I actually released a video of the new Toyota RAV4 Prime versus the Tesla Model Y. I really enjoyed doing that video, and today will be another Tesla comparison. This one's going to be more on a brand perspective. It's going to be Tesla versus Lexus. And the reason why I want to choose Tesla is because Tesla's basically still the newcomer in this automotive industry. And it's been very popular amongst a lot of different individuals, right? Whether you're a millennial, whether you're more of a empty nester, you love Teslas. But how does the brand actually compare to other luxury brand? And since I'm a big Toyota guy, I want to see how it really compares to the Lexus brand. So if you like what you see, you like what you hear, make sure you subscribe and smash that bell button so you'll get notification when new videos are uploaded. All right, let's get started. Tesla. Man, I don't have a Tesla. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have a Tesla. But I think there are other brands out there that might be a little bit better. Tesla has 4 models, while Lexus has close to 10 models. A lot of people get wrapped up with Tesla because of the name, of the brand, of the imagery, right? When you hear someone say Tesla, what do you immediately think about? You're flexing, right? That's what it is, right? When you have a Tesla, it is a status symbol, just like all the other luxury brand. But I think Tesla really hits the status symbol on the head. Tesla holds around 2% of the entire automotive market share, right? It's not that much, 2%. But yet, it gets 90% of the news traffic in the auto industry. Every time Tesla makes a move, every time Tesla makes a new product announcement or hint of a new product or a new feature, the news spreads like wildfires. Let's actually look past what Tesla is doing with the smoke and mirrors kind of thing and really focus on what it means to own a luxury car, a luxury brand, the ownership, okay? Because if you're spending $50, $60, $70, $100,000 on a vehicle, the level of ownership experience must be extremely high. You want to feel like you're pampered. You want to feel different from, let's say, a Honda Civic owner, right? If you're coming from a brand like Mercedes, BMW, Audi, Lexus, you have some expectation on what a luxury brand will provide to you as a customer. And let's see if Tesla hits upon that. Is it truly a luxury brand? Is it truly a brand that's worthwhile for you to spend your money on? Some of the positive things that people love about Tesla is that it's clean, right? The design is clean, it's simplistic, it's very modern, right? But there are also the other side of the argument, right? People say it's clean, but you can say it's boring. It's simple, but it's empty. While comparatively, let's talk about Lexus, right? Their style may not be everyone's cup of tea, especially that front grille, but you cannot help but notice it. It's a conversation starter. It looks aggressive in some of the models, right? Lexus does make it present with its current design and styling. If you just compare, here it is, compare Model S interior versus a Lexus LS interior. You see the difference? It's huge. Yes, everything's flanked by this massive screen on the Model S. And there's nothing else to it, right? It's very simplistic, very minimalistic. You see in your driver's seat, you're like, wow, I just spent $60,000 for a big screen and a steering wheel. While comparatively, look at the Lexus LS. Yes, some people might argue as busy, and I don't disagree. There are a lot of buttons here compared to Tesla. But when you sit in the driver's seat, you can feel the quality. You can feel where your money has gone to, right? The switch gears, the buttons, the screen is really high quality. And that's because there's plenty of history behind Lexus, right? Tesla is still a fairly new brand. So I think visually, what you feel is probably the Lexus, right? And we hear that Tesla has pretty spotty quality, right? If you actually go to forums, you look at other YouTube videos, people complain about Tesla's spotty quality. Like there's orange peel in the paint, the door panel, the gaps are not even. One side could be larger than the other. It's just a lot of quality issues, right? I'm not sure if you know this, but Lexus has huge criteria for quality. When you buy a Lexus, it's a quality vehicle. And that's because they have something called master artisans. We call them Takumi! No, not the initial D Takumi. They're actually called Takumi as master artisans. So here are some of the specs on how to become a master artisan, aka Takumi, right? You need at least a quarter of a century of experience. A quarter of a century. They use their hands for all of their basically inspection. They're so good where when they touch the gap of a door panel, they know exactly if it's not equal to the other side of the gap of the vehicle. So some of the criteria to become a Takumi is pretty crazy. First, the Kumis are challenged to build and fold an origami cat. They have to do it one hand, this non-dominant hand, to fully form the cat in 90 seconds. 90 seconds, that's a minute and a half to fold an origami cat with a non-dominant hand. And it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at a plant, but it takes 60,000 hours. So 50,000 more hours than a master to become a Takumi master. I don't think Tesla has something like that. I mean, I remember early on when they were building the Model 3, when they first built it, they built it in a tent outside their factory in Fremont. So that's the level of craftsmanship. You have Takumi masters and a tent. I know it's better now for Tesla. All right, so you buy a vehicle, right? And the service is where you spend most of your time when you own the vehicle. So let's compare this very quickly, right? When you service a vehicle, yes, you could bring it to a mom and pop shop. That's not a problem, right? But let's compare dealers to dealers. Tesla has what they call service centers. There's approximately 80 of them in around 26 states. So not every state has it, right? Lexus has over 240 dealerships in all 50 states. Again, I know Lexus has been around for 30 years or so, and Tesla has not. But just the convenience of having over 240 dealership is awesome. It means you can travel to any states, right? And if you issue Lexus, you will bring to the dealer, there will be a dealer at that state, at least one. While Tesla, there's not many. And you can't just bring a Tesla to a mom and pop shop because there's so many electronics and it's all computer generated, they might not be able to fix it. While Lexus essentially is a Toyota under the Lexus skin, right? And think about it this way. As you go cross country, how many gas stations are there in the country? I would say like 150,000, over 150,000 gas stations, right? Compared to less than 20,000 supercharging stations or Tesla charging stations. Again, the convenience. Yes, Tesla strategically placing the charging stations so you can do cross country without worrying. But let's say you divvy away from that, then you'll be stuck. The range anxiety pops up again. While Lexus is gas, right? There's gas station anywhere, everywhere. And we bring a car in for service. It takes a long time for the service to be done, and it takes a long time for the parts to arrive. It's just so limited, right? I mean, I have a buddy who owns a Tesla Model S, and according to him, the service of Tesla actually has gone down, the quality of service. Initially, before, they will get loaners, get the car washed and fully charged before they return back to the customer. But now, the loaner doesn't happen. The car does not get fully charged. So the quality of service has gone down for Tesla. And here it is. I mean, don't take my opinion for it because obviously you might hate my opinion. You might be writing on your comment right now. It's like, hey, Andy, your opinion sucks, right? But let's look at JD Power and Consumer Reports, right? For 2020, Consumer Reports ranked Lexus at number 1. Tesla is number 23. 1 and 23. That's a big gap. How about JD Power? JD Power rating for vehicle dependability. Lexus is number 2 on the list. Where's Tesla? It's not even on the list. Tesla is great at marketing. Great. Elon Musk. Thumbs up, man. Like, you are so good at marketing. But the product itself is way below the average for reliability. You know? The display, you know, that big display that you see? There's a lot of issue with it. The squiggly lines, the backup camera doesn't work, the colors are disoriented. I'm not saying that everyone has that, but those issues pops up. I'm not saying that Lexus don't have those issues, but it seems more apparent with Tesla. Maybe it's because the owners are more vocal about it. There's a lot of squeaks and rattle. And you know the Model X, the big SUV, those Falcon doors, they are prone to issues. Prone to issues. And if you live in a cold state, those doors sometimes won't even open. That's why the Model X is among the least reliable car, top 10 least reliable car, according to Consumer Reports, right? And let's talk about the service center, what they call the dealership for your cars, right? Tesla, their service is lacking. They don't have time enough manpower to explain all the features to you. They hope that you could just self-learn, watch YouTube videos, and do that stuff. While Lexus, their dealership, they pamper you. They give you that true luxury experience, right? You go in, drop off your car, you get waiting out around the lounge where you serve your coffee, tea, snacks, cookie, whatever it might be, right? You want a loaner, they'll give you a loaner, right? You want a shuttle back, they'll show you a shuttle back. The experience is completely different from what we experience at Tesla. And if you have a question on technology, on how to use certain technology, a lot of Lexus dealers have something called technology specialists. Well, they'll help you one-on-one in your car to explain the features to you. It seems like this whole video I've been bashing Tesla, but there are strengths to Tesla. I'm not gonna lie. Tesla's a great, again, as I mentioned at the beginning of my video, they're very good, they're very strong, they're great at marketing, their car looks gorgeous, but they do have a lot of strengths. So that technology that Lexus can't compare, right? That's something called full driving autopilot. Yes, it costs additional for that full driving feature, self-driving feature, but it's there. None of the Lexus in the lineup have that. That's called ludicrous mode, right? Where you're super fast. I mean, 0 to 60 is like blink of an eye. That's how fast the Tesla ludicrous mode is for Model S. Lexus don't have any of that. They have GSFs, they have RCFs. They're quick cars, but definitely not on the par as Tesla. You have your large infotainment screen that it really wows everyone when they see a Tesla. That big screen that controls everything. It's really impressive, right? That they're able to integrate everything. But I do have a caveat for that, though. If that screen breaks or messes up, guess what? Your car is basically non-drivable, I think. Like Tesla is a computer company as well, right? Where if there's certain features that you want, wait for them to give you the over-the-air update. If it's something that is broken, you're at the mercy of them to really wait for them to come up with an update. While Lexus, yes, you might have the same issue, but majority of the time you can live with it because it's just part of the radio. It's not part of the car. Where Tesla, that big tablet, controls the car 80% of the time. They have connected services, right? They have like the LTE for your Spotify and music. That's really cool. A lot of Lexus don't have that. Even the sedans have a lot of trunk space and front space. A lot of Lexus sedans are kind of small, like the GS. The trunk is kind of small and the seats don't even fold down. You want actually space for your vehicle. You might have to jump up to an SUV. The design of the Tesla looks sporty, right? I mean, it's simple, it's clean, it's sporty. While Lexus, some of the design is questionable. Some are kind of frumpy looking, but they do have F Sport line and the F line where they do become much more aggressive, much more dynamic looking. And yes, Teslas are one of the few electric vehicles that get decent range, right? You can get 250, 280, 300, over 300 range on a single charge, which is awesome. Lexus doesn't have any electric vehicles, but their hybrid is not too shabby at all. Lexus ES300H, right? It gets 43 city and 44 highway. That's 600 miles of range per tank. The Tesla is great for EV on range, but it can't beat the total range that Lexus has for its hybrid. Lastly, warranty. I believe the Tesla new car warranty is better than the Lexus, bumper. But if you compare the battery warranty, I think the hybrid battery on the Lexus is much longer than a Tesla. So here's my last kind of food for thought comments for you. Early adopters spend approximately 70 to even 100K on a Tesla, and the car comes with defects such as paint peeling, infotainment issues, panel gap issues. But the marketing and the brand is still strong and continues to be strong because Tesla owners see themselves as pioneers who enjoy being early adopters of new technology. But let me ask you this. Is that mindset of being a new early adopter for the technology worth the reality of a luxury car ownership? If I had that money to spend on a luxury vehicle, that would not be a good experience for me from a luxury ownership experience. I expect more, and I think a brand like Lexus, Mercedes, and BMW offers that. Currently, Tesla is lacking in that. I'm not saying that they won't improve, but having a Tesla luxury vehicle does not equate to having a luxury ownership experience. So there you have it. That's my quick comparison on how Lexus versus Tesla from a brand perspective. You might not agree on why I say I respect that opinion, but there are stuff that you just cannot deny that Tesla is lacking in. Lexus has a lot of shortcomings as well, but I think overall when you compare the lists, when you compare to what JD Power is saying, when you compare what Consumer Report is saying, Lexus trumps the Tesla brand. Please leave some comments below. Let me know your thoughts on what you think about this episode. If you think I'm right or you think I'm wrong, I would love to hear your comments. And again, if you love what you hear, love what you see, make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram if you have Instagram here at 3 Point Turn. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you next week.